good evening. This is Raja here again, and this video that I am going to post about is about the infotainment system found in the Mahindra XUV 300, and the variant that I have with me is the W8 variant. So without any further delay, let us dive right into the video in this angle. So this is how the infotainment system looks like. So when the infotainment system is turned off, it shows you the hours, minutes, and AM or PM along with the current date. And we do have some kind of buttons here. So namely home, radio, phone, the power on and off button, and the volume control button, which can be turned either to the right to increase the volume or to the left to decrease the volume. And this system also comes with the navigation system and display and programs. So let us now check the features of each and every button one by one. So I'm just going to turn off or turn on the infotainment system. Just you need to press this button inside once. So by default, if you do not if you do not have any of say your aux cable or your USB plugged in, nor if your Bluetooth is also connected, so by default this opens up in the FM. And to change the band on the FM, you have a touch button named as band. So if you just press this, you can see that the band changes kilohertz, megahertz, and everything. And in case if you are wondering how to this, I have already set it now, so I'll just show you how to save the you can save up to 6 stations, and post that you need to manually tune. So let me just go ahead with this first one. I'm just going to hold the rewind button like this. In case if you hold it like this, so it will automatically search for that. So I'm just going to go all the way up to here, and you can also drag all this way here. So 87.5. Okay, so what I'm going to do is assume that nothing of this is selected. You can just press and hold this and just release it. So it will stop in the first FM station, which is 91.1. So I'm just going to press and hold this for 2 or more seconds, which will store this up. Similarly, you can I'll just show it to you for the second one also. So now it is 92.7, which is already stored. In case if you want to say, let me just show you. Let me manually drag this. Suppose it is 88.7. Suppose in case if I want to save it in any of these 6 things, just touch and hold this and it will automatically get changed to 88.7. So this is the procedure how you save all the 6 stations. And in case if you find this too tedious, you can just go to the first one. You have a button named as auto store here. Just press this. It will scan and save the first 6 channels, which are automatically, the frequency is very the frequency when whichever radio station comes first and it is audible very much, that is going to get stored in the auto store. As you can see, so it has automatically stored 91.1, 92.7, 94.3, 91.9, 93.5 and 98.3. These are the 6 radio stations that are frequently heard in my city, Chennai here. Okay, so coming back to this, so I think I have guided you with the FM part of it. Okay, so now in case if you want to go to the home screen, just press on this home button. So on the home screen, and this is also how the infotainment system looks when you actually turn on your car. By default, this is the home screen. And media, in case if you press on media, and you can view the USB music, USB video and photos on your USB here. And the USB is positioned right here, marked as the USB. and you do have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay for Android devices and iOS devices respectively. And if you just slide this here, so my iPhone is currently connected to Bluetooth audio. If you just press on the Bluetooth audio, there is Bluetooth audio, which I mean all of you would know. So if you connect your phone via Bluetooth to this system, you can just press on this Bluetooth audio, which will show up the current song, and you can just press play on this. And coming back, so we do have on the media, we do have you, if you connect your iPod directly via USB, then this iPod will be visible, and this is for the aux cable. And second thing, radio, that is pretty much which I have explained already. Coming back, and this is a feature of the W8 models. I do not know if it is present in the earlier models as well, but Ecosense, it is a really very useful feature which helps everyone who is driving their car to optimize their driving style in order to return a better fuel efficiency and with a balance of performance as well. So let me just go into this Ecosense. So I'm just going into the Ecosense. So the first things, or rather the cool features that I would say, is the integration of Facebook, WhatsApp and Twitter as well. So what you can do effectively with these buttons is, in case if you have the Facebook, WhatsApp and Twitter buttons installed, or rather applications installed on your phone, you can just share the report with your friends, and you can even challenge them, see how I am driving, if you can drive better than me. I mean, that's a worse comedy that I know, but just saying. And now I'm not able to sit inside the car with the AC turned off, so I've just turned on the AC, which states that the engine is idling, which actually means that the vehicle is not moving. So if you just observe, the idling, which was 2 points down, has increased to 3 points down due to the engine idling state. And these four factors, namely the speed, the gear selection, acceleration and idling, a combination of all these four factors contribute to your average score. And this score, when you start moving, it should be 100. So the average score, when you bring it near 100, so it means that you improve as a driver for this one. And the other feature that is here is that I have not discussed it about earlier, is the chart like icon here. So in case if you press it here, so I can see the entire trip history, the trip chart, which states your fuel economy, top speed, average speed, idle time. And since my car is idle right now, so let me just see. So on the 3rd of September, on the 9th of September, so it has still not calculated enough values in order to pop this up. So this is how you calculate the idling speed. And the trip history, in case if you select on any trip history, so it will show you the total trip covered, the distance and the fuel economy which is obtained for this particular trip, not the entire fuel efficiency since you fueled it, the top speed, the average speed, and for per kilometer how much you have pressed the clutch and how much times you have pressed the brake. And in case if you want to go to the media which is currently playing, there is a shortcut icon here, so you can just press on this one, and right now FM is playing, so it has gone to that. Coming back to the Ecosense and this chart, so right now my location is at Siri, and so this is the trip chart as we have explained. So this is something about Ecosense, which is a very useful feature. And now coming to the phone feature, so right now my iPhone is connected. So when you press on BT setup, so I can connect up to a maximum of 5 devices over Bluetooth. And you can in case if you do not want Android Auto, or rather if you do not have an Android on only iOS, you can completely disable Android Auto, which will disable it here as well. And even if you connect an Android phone, it will not show it to you. And coming back to the phone settings, Bluetooth setup, I'm just turning this back on. Similarly, it is for the Apple CarPlay. and Bluetooth connection. So these are not to be confused with your phone ringtones. These are the preset ringtones which are available in this infotainment system. So you can select, so I think you can hear it. So this ringtone, whichever of these three you select, so this will be played when you get a call and it is answered, and it is transferred to this Bluetooth over the car. And you have a keypad here which you can use it to dial numbers, and in case if you are already on a call, you can press add call. And contacts, I have not currently allowed my iPhone to sync contacts with this one, so that is the reason that it is not popping it up here. And coming to the next feature, navigation. So first of all, I would like to tell you that there are some maps, or rather there are some places which Google fails to point out correctly, but the navigation system on this one points out correctly, and the vice versa. So you can use it on a maximum basis, you can use this, but just in case if you do not, you can revert back to the old Google Map style. And the first button here, the search one, if you can press this. Now when you press on this, you can find it asks you for the parking slots, fuel pumps, ATMs, food, airports, taxi repair services, and everything. So let me just search for a location which is near me, Navalur. So if I just press this, then it will ask me to navigate to or what is nearby Navalur. So if I press on navigate to, it is just calculating the distance, and there are two routes available. So if you can see, one is a 5.5 kilometer with a 24 minutes duration, and the other is a 5.6 kilometer duration with an 18 minutes duration. So based on this, let me just go ahead and select OK. So now you would have found this thing has changed to some sort of an yellow color, which means that the navigation is active. You can just select the audio, voice, and all those settings here. And if I press on this and I click on end, then the navigation is, or rather will be disappeared. And the next thing, the car info. So it actually shows you the details of your car. So right now my average fuel economy is 13 kilometers, and it can go up to a distance of 95 kilometers. And based on my experience, this can have a variation of up to plus or minus 5 to 10. So you can just calculate it accordingly. And the next thing is Tiretronics, which actually shows you that the pressure of all the four tires, including the stepney or the spare tire. So if you can click on show all here, so it actually shows you the value and the temperature of each tire which is in right now. So here right now I have this tire and this tire as low pressure, which I will be filling air shortly. Normally I use this I fill this up to 33, which shows it in the speedometer, on the infotainment system in Tiretronics. I fill it up to 33, and in the real world comparison it can have a variation of about 1 to 1.5 psi. So not much, but and the reverse cam, show reverse cam.
Please select the parking mode if you need assistance.
It is not a completely automated system, but it can guide you on whether you need to parallel park or
align the arc
or park
drive till you find a clear parking
behind
slot
the other.
in the box.
I'm just closing this down. Alerts: if you have any kind of problem with your vehicle, it will show it to you in alerts. Right now, front left and rear right tire low pressure, and this can also be seen here, this one, or tire flat symbol. So that is it. And in case if any service is due, you can also check it here. settings, you can balance tone, EQ, volume and everything. And connectivity, this is where you can set your phone as discoverable or things like that. And this is where you can reset the Ecosense trip meter. This is something that you need to do every time after you fill up your tank, so that the mileage values and everything will be calculated properly. And you can also track your vehicle location. If you do not want this, you can turn it off. Sync settings, and you have an Ecosense mobile app for XUV 300 in the App Store as well as in the Play Store, so you can download that. And in case if this is turned on, whatever changes that you do here will be synced to your Ecosense. And e-manual, so this contains information on all the basic parameters on vehicle controls and everything. So friends, hope you got to know many information about the various features that are available in the infotainment system of the W8 model of the XUV 300. If you like the video, or if you found this video useful, please like the video, share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and always stay home, stay safe, unless it is really necessary to come out.